So I'm using this as a binder.
A binder?
Yeah. So you can keep, you want it to kind of stick to it. Real thick coat of this. It's gonna seem like it's a lot. It's gonna help me get that nice bark
Could you use this on the meat?
on the packet.
That looks dirty.
Seems like a lot, right? It's not. It's a all.
Somebody?
And you want to pat. You don't want to rub. You just want to pat it. Now, I don't have another glove, so it's gonna be hard for me to pick this up with one hand.
Just try it. Your hands are big.
Actually, I don't have big hands for a musician.
You know? Well, we don't. I didn't say for a musician. I just said, you know, like compared to mine. You got it.
You a midget.
Don't say that. That's an insensitive word.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Midgets are not a small. It's not the term.
Little people.
Oh,
I say midgets.
little people. I didn't know that. Charges in my head, not my heart, guys. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like a bad thing. All right, look at. Okay, so most people would say, "Yo, trim all of this fat off." You don't want to trim all of this fat off because this fat is going to render down, and it's going to help keep the other part of this meat, which is the lean part on the bottom. It's going to keep it
So question,
nice
and the M word.
and moist. All right.
Okay, so some people that I will watch would say, make sure when you put it in the thing, the smoker, that you put it with the fat cap side up top, so that as it smokes, the fat melts down.
Yeah.
And covers the meat, versus the other way around. It's just going down into the bottom of the
Right.
smoker.
Tomato, if you want to do that, you can. If you don't, because I'm cooking it inside of here, all of that fat and that juice, it's going to go into the pan, which you're going to keep that anyway. So whenever this bone comes out and you get ready to shred, you're going to get that moisture too. So you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. That's actually a great
I
tip.
can tell that you were in this last.
Well, I was still doing this, okay? Okay, and you want to get all sides, all right?
Even the end piece?
Even the end piece.
So just like I would do with like
Like a
chuck,
roast.
a chuck roast.
It's like a roast, same thing.
You're gonna coat all of it.
All right. Okay, so this right here, it has garlic, it has salt, it has some other spices, but the one thing that it does not have that I really like, it has sugar in it as well, brown sugar. It doesn't have paprika. So what I'm gonna do,
Would you like me to get it for you?
I like to use smoked paprika just to give me that good coat. I like my meat to look red, have a red coat to it. Can you If I wanted to really to get to end my marriage right now,
Oh,
I don't have to cheat on her.
no.
I don't have to hit
You
her.
got that. If you got that
All I
glove
have to do is take this
anywhere
glove
near me,
and put this glove in her face. She would end the whole
minimum
thing.
6 months separation, and then we
Minimum.
would have to see.
Hey, 6 months. You might as well go ahead and cancel it. Look at that.
Move your fingers.
This
Oh,
I'm telling you, it looks like
done.
it's just overkill, but I'm
It's
telling you,
not.
it's not. It's going to create a nice bark, which is very, very important on this cap here. So we're good. All I'm going to do is flip it back over, pat it. You want to make sure you got a good coat there. It's even.
No, what are we doing now? It goes back in the fridge until
It's
you're
going to go
ready
back in the
to put
fridge.
it?
So if you can grab me some foil, and we're just going to put this over here, marinate it overnight. And you don't have to do this when you're dealing with, pork butt. But I like to let everything kind of settle in there, and then we'll be good. Bring it out tomorrow. We're gonna smoke it in about 8 hours, 220, 250, and we'll see. Pork butt, I see your butt tomorrow. All right, so let the pork shoulder, it marinated overnight. As you can see, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I normally get up at like 41 anyway. So, I'm gonna spend my time smoking some meat. All right, so if you get a close look at that, you see how That nice season is in there. It's a very even coat. Somebody would be like, man, it looks like a lot of seasoning, but I'm telling you, you want to make sure you get a good even coat on this thing. I even season the fat side. Some people don't do that, but when you're putting the pork shoulder in, you want to make sure you're putting it in your smoker with the fat side facing up. So what happens is, like Tina was saying earlier, that fat as it is cooking, it renders into the meat and it makes it super juicy. Another thing is, because I am lazy, I am not just gonna put this on my grill grate because I don't want to clean it. I use these things here. It's copper, super easy to clean, and let's go out. Follow me out to the smoker. All right. So you will see, I'm gonna close this door here. Basically in my smoker, I have these right here because I'm doing a long cook. This cook sometimes is gonna take anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. You wanna go with something that's gonna burn slow and it's gonna burn a long time, so you're not out here changing it every hour or every 3 hours or so. So this is gonna give me a good amount of time in there. So you take it, see my smoker is ready to go. Main thing is, whenever you're smoking, you do not want to have a lot of white smoke coming out. That is ugly and makes your food taste nasty. You want to be a nice thin layer there. Smoker's in here, she's ready to go. I got my water pot good. And so all I'm gonna do is just take this. I'm gonna drop it in. Close it up. Lock it down. I'm just going down here to my timer. And it's gonna show, I want this to cook probably about, I'll come back out and check it in about 5 hours or so. All right, now a key ingredient. For the first 3 or 4 hours, you wanna come out here every hour and you wanna spritz it with your apple cider vinegar. Some people use apple juice, whatever you wanna spritz it with, just to keep it moist, and that helps your bark become really nice and crusty. All right, we'll see you in about 8 hours. All right, it's been in here for about 3 hours now. So I'm just gonna go in and check it a little bit. We're gonna spray it again. Like I said, I've been spraying it once every, pretty much every hour. For the first 3 hours, you wanna get in there. So spray on it. Look at it. Ooh, look at that bark. Good, nice bark on it. Okay, just hit it with some spray. Push that back in. Ooh, it's hot. And what I'm looking for is color right now, okay? You're looking for color. You don't need to test your temp or nothing like that because you have so much longer to go. The next step is once it gets to about 160, I will take it and I'm gonna wrap it, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. Okay, fam. So the pork, it's been in there for about, let's say 5 hours now, 5.5 hours. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna wrap it, because if not, it will take forever, because it's also known as this thing called the Texas crutch. So you're gonna wrap it with some foil and we're gonna put it back in. It's been sitting there for 5.5 hours for about, I've been doing it at 250, so I'm gonna get it out of here now. Alrighty, well, it's been a long time coming, but I think we're good. Take a look at it. Yeah, she ready. You see that? The main thing you want to look for is that bone. The moment that bone gets exposed, it's telling you, I'm done. Stick the fork in me. That was kind of corny, but anyway. All right, so all I'm gonna do now is gonna transfer this in. God, look at all those juices. All right. Follow me in with this thing, man.
Did you call me a mister?
Look at that.
That looks good.
Yeah. So you let it rest. 20, 30 minutes. And when you're ready to eat it, you'll shred it. So here's the main thing that you want to know. That bone is hot right now, so it's gonna hard for me to do it. But that bone comes right out. That's telling you that it's done and it's ready to go. So, guys, I'm gonna tell you this. I was intimidated by smoking. Not like smoking cigarettes, but smoking. It seems like it's just hard, but it's not. It is really, really simple. And if I can do it, you can too. All you gotta do is just set your temperature, especially if you're using like an electric smoker. It is so easy. So guys, this is going to be good. It's Labor Day weekend, and we're gonna eat good. So thanks for hanging with me. Here's the moment of truth. When it's tender, all you do is, this is called pulled pork. In Texas, we don't chop it, we pull it. And then it just come apart just like that. Nice, tender, that's it. Look at that. Woo.
See that smoke ring all over.
And you see, nice smoke ring, you just pull it apart. It's like pulling butter, really. And some people like sauce on theirs, which is great. You know, you can put some sauce on it. And yeah.
There's a lot of drippings in here still.
Look at all of that. Now, you know we're not gonna let that go to waste. We're gonna figure something out. All right, I'm gonna shred this with my claws, and then we're gonna be good to go, ready to go.